everybody. Welcome back to Dating Start. Alex and Logan here. We're gonna pick things up where we left off and try and go for le true ending.
Ooh!
Yeah, so I think we might need a reset, but try continue first. Yeah, go back. Press, yeah. Let's see. Go to extras. Let's check out and see if the album. Oh, Sans. Oh yeah, we gotta unlock this puppy. All right, let's reset.
Resetting now.
Let's do the time warp, yeah. A name has already been chosen.
Why is it walking towards me? It's just like, oh my god, it's like that one Strong Bad email where he's talking about video game cartoons, and it's like the Thy Dungeon Man cartoon where they're all like just words like walking around.
Alright, let's get to it. Finally wake up, blah blah blah. Yep. Who knows how long.
Obvious directions are north, south, and Dennis.
The room is quiet, yada yada.
Yeah, I can just skip.
Yeah. Wait, the rustling of the flowers. Though you're sitting still, the rustling of the flowers continues. Okay, get your thing off the skip button.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm on a puppy or something.
It seems to be getting louder and louder as one flower in particular turns to you with a smile.
That's not scary.
Howdy! I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower!
I never would have guessed.
But you already knew that, right?
Yes.
So, what do you think? That power is something else, isn't it?
You know, I just realized something about Flowey. If I ripped off each of his petals one by one, you know how it would end? She loves me not.
Logan?
She loves me, she
loves
me not. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me.
Shut the... You just spoiled the ending!
We're gonna, hold on, can we just... Okay, alright, so we might have to edit that, like, I made a joke, and, apparently I predicted something, and
No, let's just run with it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
You better take your chances this time. Oh, don't feel so
Take
special.
your chance. Make mistakes. Get messy.
Okay, Miss Frizzle.
You aren't the first one determined enough to have the power to reset.
I mean, I have so many game systems with reset buttons in this house.
And you certainly won't be the last.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, have fun.
Okay.
By the way, nice weapon you got there. Maybe you can try reaching that LV of 10.
Not this time, butto. Flowey disappears under the leaves and flower petals. As you stand up, you notice something in your hand. And your fingers gently grasp around whatever it is.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
Oh, jeez. It's a knife.
It's a knife.
You examine it, curious as to how you got this in the first place. But a lingering presence behind you catches your soul's attention. It pulses once, a tingle radiating from your chest to your fingertips.
As your soul pulses, a tingle radiates to your fingertips.
But a
Oh, wait, sorry, I accidentally hit something.
Blah, 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 blah. A voice addresses you with a single word, and you have no idea what was said. The sudden fluttering of your soul is too distracting.
As your soul flutters, you must ready your blade. Sorry, every time it says something about souls, I just think of the Soul Calibur announcer.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter who is wrong or who is
You know
right.
exactly who's behind you. In one fluid motion, you turn around to meet him. Don't you know how to
How to Gree? Gree? Commander Gree from Revenge of the Sith, the green clone guy?
Hey there, buddy. Careful where you point that thing.
I've got a knife and I'm not afraid to use it. You're just lucky I'm not holding a bone saw!
As much as I'd like to say it's knife to meet you. How about you drop your weapon and, well, my job will be a lot easier. Drop the knife.
Drop the knife.
Drop the knife! Why don't you come and get it? I said, drop the knife! You.
Drop the mic. The clattering of the blade echoes as it falls to the cold stone ground. And Sans' shoulders, Sans
shoulder blades.
slump to his sides. There you go. Now you don't have to carry that everywhere. Feeling lighter already? I'm Sans the skeleton. So, you're a human, right? Wow. I haven't seen a human down here since the last human that fell down here.
Ha ha ha.
You wouldn't happen to know that human, would you?
Oh, wait, hold on. I can.
Yeah. Huh. That expression on your face. Are you bored? Or maybe you're just tired.
Yes.
I was gonna show you part of the ruins, but maybe I should take you straight to New Home so you can rest. I don't blame you. Falling is exhausting, huh, kiddo?
I fell for hours!
Seemed like ours.
Yeah.
Come on, we'll be there before you know it. After all, I know a shortcut. You know, since you're tired and all, maybe you should hold on to me.
Oh.
Shortcuts can be pretty disorienting the first time around.
We're gonna, like,
What do you say?
piggyback on Sans, and he's gonna, like, run to...
Sans holds out his hand to you. Gotta hold on!
What? Come on. I don't know why my controller's being dumb. Okay. There we go. It's just a little sensitive.
With a hesitant hand, you reach for his. You can feel sparks prickling the tips of your fingers.
Ooh, why? Does Sans have electric powers now?
No, it's just, those feelings. Until finally you place your hand in his. The moment your hands touch, you feel your soul pulse.
You might want to get that checked out.
When you bring yourself back to the moment, you notice Sans' thumb clamp down on your hand. His eyelights can only stare at the point where his hand meets yours. You wonder if his soul felt something too. As if to dismiss your thought, he loosens his grip. You nervous? Don't worry. You'll be fine. Just, don't let go. Ever.
Yes.
You walk together, hand in hand.
Oh, trust me, Sans. That's why I'm playing this.
And the second you both step foot through the large stone doorway, you fall into the familiar nothingness.
For hours.
Dark yet darker. You feel like you're floating and falling at the same time. Weightless.
Oh, wait, I can skip this?
Yeah, I guess so. You manage to steady yourself right away. The room settles around you as you plant your feet firmly on the ground. Once you get your bearings, you realize that Sans is gawking at you. Huh. I'm surprised you're not even a little disoriented. Have you done this before? Sans? Oh wait, this is,
Sans? Is that you?
Hey, Yatori. I got someone I'd like you to meet.
Oh, is that so?
You could probably skip.
Oh, yep. Perhaps I could turn them into a delicious...
Tori Hill's smile grows thin and she retracts her hands.
You have a few nasty bruises, my child. Unfortunately, it's going to make the meat taste a little sour, but not much I can do about that.
You've been tenderized.
Did you not notice? You must have fallen hard.
In the last playthrough, we didn't have anything wrong with us.
Oh. This is what happens when you fall for hours. I'm closing my eyes, by the way.
Oh my gosh, she looks like Frisk now.
I'm closing my eyes. You fell so hard, you're all mangled. I don't even want to look at you. Do not worry. I can heal these quite easily. Her hands rest on your shoulders, firm and reassuring.
The power that flows through me!
Unlimited power! Except the opposite, because it's healing instead of, damaging, but anyways, you can feel a cool tingling sensation as the bruises fade away. Your HP is restored. Removing her hands from you, she gives you a gentle pat on the head.
Pat, pat.
There, all better.
Looks like you got things taken care of here. I should get going.
Are you sure you do not wish to stay a little longer? Sans? I have some snail pie left over from this morning if you'd like.
Nah, I'm okay. as much as Pie would like that very much.
I've got an escargot. Wait, did we already...
My brother gets kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, we can skip.
Your puns are always so fun.
Your puns are always so...
Yeah, sorry. Kiddo, you're really spacing out there.
You know...
This is what happens with skipping. We just like stand there like glazed eyes.
Oh god, is this like in Sonic Adventure when they have the flashbacks or whatever with
Yeah,
Nicole, and then it's
probably.
like, Sonic, you were on a snooze cruise.
My puns can't beat that bare bones, can they?
Oh, Sans, I'd love to see your bare bones.
Oh, jeez, man, jeez. Put it back in your pants.
It's probably been a long day. Perhaps we should all get some rest.
In the same bed? Can't argue with that.
Yes. Thank you for looking after the humans, Sans.
Okay, I think you can skip.
Oh.
Skip. Sans takes a few steps towards the door. You turn to watch him go, and your soul pounds a little harder with each step he
I
takes.
hate to see him go, but I love to watch him leave.
Wasn't he going to say goodnight to you too? Or did he already say goodnight while you were spacing out again? The pounding recedes into the background as Sans stops to look back at you, and you feel something flicker in your soul, if only for a millisecond.
Take care of yourself. What am I...
What are you doing? What is happening to you?
I don't know.
Take care of yourself, kid. Because someone really cares about you.
And his name is Sans, I hope. And Sans takes his leave.
Alright, you can skip again, I think.
Okay.
Skip! Was the story too... Okay, this is you.
Was the story too childish? Or perhaps you've already heard this one. Yeah, I do believe that there was not a very good examination of the political situation of the city in which Snail Bro lived in. I'm not sure if these books still exist on the surface anymore, though it is possible. Oh, here I am worrying I might have bored you. You're probably just dozing off. I know you're probably too old to listen to bedtime stories, but I thought it would help you feel more at home. For now, please try to get some rest. I will be here if you need me. Good night.
Good night, Mom.
Did we do that last time?
I think you did.
Okay, well, I can...
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could say goodnight, Mom.
Okay, well, we'll see how she reacts to this. She takes the mug from you. Standing up,
Skip.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, like I said,
Boop.
dating start.
Finally.
Oh. Your chest throbs, stings. You reach out to touch it, to quell it, but you feel a line carved into your hand, deep and burning. You try to reach for your chest with your other hand, and it plunges into a cool, calm pool of water. You take a breath, but no air rushes in. Then you feel so warm your body squeezed tight, and it sounds like the pitter-patter of rain, and it smells like fallen snow. But the smell and taste of bitter iron cuts through the comfort, flooding your senses.
That's fun.
You feel the world slip out from under you, only to reconnect seconds later. You've taken the blanket with you on your trip to the floor. It's the middle of the night. At least it feels like it's the middle of the night.
Nightmares.
It's hard to tell when the sun has nowhere to seep through. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, but then the aroma of butterscotch and cinnamon awakens your senses.
My child?
You realize that Toriel is also in the room. She sets something down on the bookshelf and makes her way over to you.
My child, are you all right? You have an affinity for falling, do you not? She kneels by you, scooping you into her arms. Did you have a nightmare? Or did I wake you? I'm sorry if that is the case. She lets go and moves to sit on the edge of the bed. You follow her, your legs dangling over the side. My child, I worry about you. Yeah, my mom does tell me that a lot. You've spaced out quite a bit since you've arrived. And now it seems your dreams cause you to launch yourself from your bed. She cups your face with her hands, her fur warming your cheeks.
You need a therapist.
Yes. Then she returns her hand to your lap. Is there anything you wish to speak about?
Let's go with the third option. Before you can stop yourself, his name leaves you in a sigh. That's all you can manage to say. The rest of it hides behind the curtain of your mind, too scared to be shoved into the spotlight. But that single name is enough for Toriel to peek behind the stage.
Go on, my child. I am here to listen. I won't judge you for stealing my man.
Not in this timeline, man. You fold your hands in your lap, your thumbs fidgeting. You figure you might as well tell her. Go with whichever one you want. The words leap out of you in a fervor.
I'm in love with him.
You think you're in love with Sans the skeleton. Sans the skeleton. Toriel gasps, placing a hand to her cheek.
I hope it's the one on her face.
Oh wait, that's you.
Oh, my dear child.
You grit your teeth, expecting some kind of backlash.
Don't touch my skeleton. No, I know.
But Toriel reaches out and brushes a thumb over your cheek, and warm smile on her lips.
You know when you when you like someone and you just have to support them in their quest to to go after someone else and not you. I know that feeling very well.
Logan.
I'm not even talking about who you think I'm talking about.
Logan, stop simping and just voice the goat.
But Toriel reaches out and brushes a thumb over your cheek.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh.
Your soul feels the warmth of that smile, and the burning of your cheeks.
Hee hee, that's so sweet.
Toriel's giggles melt away as she looks at you fondly, and you feel the joy of her soul.
There's nothing wrong with having those feelings, my child. Truthfully, souls are very interesting things. We all fall for skeletons at some point in our lives. I knew I detected something resonating in you when he left yesterday. Who knows, he might be your soul mate.
You feel your chest thump.
Nani?
A fondness lighting a tender fire. The word soulmate warms your heart with love, but not the other kind. So many thoughts swirl in your head. You can't help but be curious. Whatever order you want.
Does Sans feel the same?
You hesitate a moment. Sure, you're feeling these sensations, but what about Sans? You ask Toriel if she thinks Sans is feeling the same things you're feeling. Toriel places a hand on her chin, her gaze shifting as she peruses her thoughts. No.
Well, I will be honest with you, my child. Sans's taste in partners is a lot more
Older.
goat-like.
Not in this timeline, buddy.
I can't speak on his behalf. I'm not sure what his soul feels. You know, I remember he was saying something to me about how his favorite holiday was Mommy Makeout Day.
No, it's not.
That's not a real holiday.
Honestly, the fact that she doesn't know what his soul... Nobody knows what his soul feels, that's kind of scary that nobody knows what he's ever really thinking.
The inner machinations of my soul are an enigma.
It is true.
Well, I mean, he does have the voice of Patrick, so...
Yeah.
But I can tell you how I feel. Wow, Toriel, that's real useful. Thanks.
Wow, thanks for coming out and sharing your feelings so suddenly. This is happening so fast.
Oh, God. Oh, this is such a twisted love triangle.
I could just eat you up.
Literally!
In a pie.
Oh, God, she's gonna go all Armin Maives on us, and... Oh, if you don't know what that is, do not look that up. When I first saw you, my soul felt like I was meeting an old friend for the first time. Oh, just
You
friends,
say that
huh?
to every kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they all die!
Yeah. So it's possible that he might feel something similar. Why is it like the favorite indie games of children all involve like children being brutally murdered?
Because child murder is popular.
Five Nights at FNAF. I mean, what was I gonna say? Then again, I liked Star Wars as a kid, and my favorite movie involves the main character slaughtering a bunch of children, so... Oh, we can skip this.
No, don't.
Okay. So it's possible that he might feel something similar. With that being said, only Sans can tell you how Sans feels. But don't be afraid to let Sans know how you feel. Just throwing out all the pronouns. Oh, man. Hiccuping. Oh. You never know. It could very well be the spark you both need.
This feeling in my soul. You asked Toriel about the feeling in your soul. It hasn't even been a day. But around Sans, you can feel your soul spark.
But the soul still burns.
And the sensation runs up your spine, and to your fingers, until your breath catches in your throat and...
The spark runs up my spine and out my fingers, and then unlimited power! I'm sorry.
Just press the button, you dingus. Toriel's voice, a lull during a distant thunderstorm, calms your soul.
My soul. It's like you feel a gravitational pull towards him, yes? Geez, he's not that fat.
Man, gotta lay off those bergs.
Yeah. No, I remember, like, there was, like, a video where someone described Sans as the fat skeleton, and I'm like, how is a skeleton fat? He's literally...
I need a lot of milk for a guy who's this
Yeah.
big boned!
Like, he's not, you can't even say he's just skin and bones. He's just bones.
As if to answer her question, you feel your soul fall forward. You threw it up. You clutch your hand to your chest and give her a small
That was
nod.
supposed to be me, like, falling over, but I wasn't going to do that all the way, so it just sounded like I was puking.
No.
My child, I know this can be intimidating or confusing. Oh, Soriel? Toriel, I don't need the talk from you.
This is what it is, man.
You see, when you get older, you start to feel feelings for... Well, they could be goats, or they could be skeletons, or maybe fish women, I don't know.
Or, Onion Son. Remember Onion
Oh,
Son?
yeah.
Jeez,
I
no.
mean, onions, man. Or they could be onion bubs. Alright, especially for a human not used to how souls work in the underground. Underground. All those sensations running through the culmination of your being. You made a vow that Tori would be found. It can mean any number of things. It might be the feeling of being around a soul that's special to you. It might be the feeling of wanting to interact with that soul. It might even be the feeling that you've crossed paths with that soul before.
Okay, take it down.
I don't know why, yeah. And perhaps you've reset time so that you can make this work. I don't know. In another lifetime, as some might say.
What's a soulmate? You ask Toriel what a soulmate is. She softly smiles at you, placing a hand on her chest.
I'll be honest, my child, it's a little difficult to explain. Regardless, I will do my best. A soulmate is a special someone that you feel a deep connection with. Comment if you think Alex and I are soulmates.
Yes. Anyway, this is funny coming from someone who's who divorced her husband.
Yeah.
So it's a little weird.
Well, they weren't soulmates. That's why
Well,
they
I
divorced.
think they were, but
then he was...
it's complicated, like she said.
her Facebooks or what's the social network that Papyrus is on?
Oh, the Undernet?
Yeah, her Undernet status. It's complicated. Mind you, this can be either romantic or platonic, but hopefully in the case of Sans,
Platonic. We can play that way.
Yeah, but do we want to?
I don't want to smooch the skeleton.
I do. I understand the idea makes it sound picture perfect. Like you'll run into each other's arms at the moment you find one another. I just died in your arms tonight. Truthfully, it is nothing like that. At first, you might get a feeling. Okay, I don't know why I'm in a musical mood today. A flicker, a pulse. It's something that makes you stop and catch your breath. It's something that makes you glance back after you've walked away. At that point, you're both not sure. But sometimes that little spark is how it all starts. Well, I think if I glance back after I've walked away, that's because I want to see that booty. And if you pay close attention, you just might feel your souls trying to sync in time with each other. Well, I guess in Sand's case, it's his tailbone.
He's got a soul, man, so just push the button.
He's got soul, but he's not a soul.
She hugs you tighter, her hands rubbing the back of your head as she pulls you even closer to her.
I'll always be here for you if you need me.
One more time with less creepiness? Without a second thought, you wrap your arms around her. All is calm. Your hands circle her as best they can, embracing her protection. Then you stab her in the back. We dropped the knife. We can't do that.
There. Everything is all right. You are safe.
You breathe a sigh.
Sigh.
She eventually releases you, her eyes searching yours, taking care not to frighten you. This is the penance stare. Look into the eyes of the goat.
I'm having a staring contest with her. She blinked! I won!
Her hand alights on your cheek.
Oh my god, I'm on fire! Ah!
She eventually releases...
Oh wait, no, sorry, I accidentally,
Okay. Press the button.
Yeah. Try to get some sleep, alright? I try. You can rest for a couple more hours before the day begins.
You nod and climb back under the covers. Toriel gets up from the bed and nuzzles your forehead, drawing the blankets over you.
Rest well, my child. I mean, this is fine. I typically sleep in, shifts anyway. Polyphasic sleep, honestly, has been doing wonders for me recently. Anyways, you hear her footsteps trail away. The closing of the door punctuates her leave. And after a few breaths, you fall back asleep.
This has been a dramatic reading. It's morning when you wake. Okay, yeah, you can hit skip, I guess. Eat the pie.
Eat the pie.
Delicioso.
Nom 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 nom. Delicioso. Come on, let's get to it.
I know that we can do it. All right, let's skip.
Right. Delicious. Okay. Where are we going?
To meet the greatest skeleton ever! Are you awake, human? Your eyes are glazed over without focus. Well, I've got just the thing to wake you. But first things first.
Pulls out an air horn.
Would you care to go on a date with me? And by a date, I mean a friendly friends date. As friends. Oh, wait, we can't have a friendly friends date unless we're friends first. I will correct this immediately. Ahem, human. Will you be my friend?
Of course we'll
I mean, it'll get me closer to your brother, so...
We're friends now. It's official on the undernet.
Hangout start.
We make this undernet official. All right. Skip this
I
bad
hope
boy.
someone's made an actual undernet.
Skip this bad boy. Woo!
If we have Miiverse clones, we can have an undernet clone.
Tra-la-la. Don't let the moment pass. Take a chance. Make mistakes. Get sexy. Oh.
I mean, that I would like to say that was Captain Underpants, but the fact that he was covered up means he clearly can't.
No, that's way too much. No, it
Way
was
too much fabric.
splotch. Remember,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
a robe.
You seem very unamused.
I typically am.
But worry not, for my puzzles are very exciting. I will show you.
Whoop!
How did you solve the maze so quick?
Because I've done it 12
intuition?
times. Hey, but this is Logan's second.
You blaze through without even blinking an eye. I would hate to think I wasted your time.
I mean, you didn't waste that much of it, all things considered.
Perhaps the maze was too easy for you. I do have one more puzzle. One more obstacle. However, I warn you that it is very, very challenging. I hesitate to show it to you, but perhaps it will alleviate your boredom.
I need a puzzle a slight step up from this. How about decoding the Zodiac Killer's cipher, which only took the FBI
I would not put it past Papyrus to do a puzzle like that. Just for the ones that are super actually bored.
No, it's like he goes from like a word search to like something that cryptographers have been trying to figure out for centuries.
I suppose we won't know until we try. Right this way, human.
Here, decode these hieroglyphics.
You follow Papyrus until you reach your destination, a long bridge.
Ah, cool. It's like the bridge stage in Killer Instinct.
We have arrived. Please wait here while I go and set things up. You see, I wasn't expecting to have to use this one, so I need a moment to prepare.
Papyrus hurries across the bridge, eventually making it over to the other side. You can't really make out what he's doing.
Okay, you can walk across the bridge now.
You step onto the bridge and start making your way across.
Then Papyrus takes out an axe.
The bridge feels oddly stable. It looks like a rickety old wooden bridge, but it feels like solid stone.
We put all this effort into making the bridge look terrible. Was that like the strong bad email at the independent films that put millions of dollars into looking like they were made on 1,000?
A gust of wind blasts you from below. You wonder just how high up you are.
And stop. Perfect, just stay right there.
Remember that one that we never did in the actual game?
Yeah.
Spikes and spears and a dog. Oh my.
Borf.
They descend from above, blocking your path to the other side. You take a step back from the traps.
I present to you the Gauntlet of Deadly Terror. Worry not, human. Despite the name, I assure you it is absolutely safe.
OSHA approved.
Minus the spike ball and the spear. There might be fire somewhere too.
Dog just breathes fire.
These obstacles can be deadly based on perspective. On the other hand, the dog is not deadly, just annoying.
I keep trying to tell the Alex that about my cat, but he doesn't believe me.
All I have to do is say the word and it will activate. Get ready because I'm about to do it. Maybe this puzzle is too easy for you as well.
Is this a puzzle?
Yes, that's right. I have standards.
Oh.
This puzzle is too direct. No class. It will surely bore you. Besides, I forgot the word is to start. Click. Whoopsie doopsie.
The traps swing wildly back and forth.
It's okay, human. I'll stop this. Correction. I'm working on stopping this. Just don't panic too much or at all, really. I'll find a way to shut this off. A moment, please.
Papyrus dashes off to who knows where, and a spike ball swings towards your head. Duck, I guess. You swiftly duck as the spike ball swoops over your head. Okay, I think these were timed choices, but thankfully we took those off. Any slower and you know it wouldn't be pretty. But the moment of rest doesn't last long. A spear pierces the air. Grab that sucker. You attempt to grab the spear.
Get over here!
And you manage to grab it. With all your might, you spin around and hurl it off the side of the bridge. You force out a sigh, clutching your racing heart.
Unfortunately, as you spun the spear, you accidentally cut the rope holding the dog, and now the dog is plummeting 8 miles towards the surface.
But the deadly traps keep barreling towards you.
How many spears and spike balls do you have?
And they don't look like they're stopping anytime soon. There's only one way out of this. Get off this bridge. Now. But how? Do what you want, man.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free.
Okay.
Should I save?
Yeah, you can. The Gauntlet of Deadly Terror.
Let's see.
You nod to yourself, committing to your decision.
Oh, I thought it was gonna say committing suicide.
No, that's only if you replay it. Oh. You plan to tackle this gauntlet head on.
Apply directly to the forehead.
You're filled with determination. Pushing off the balls of your feet, you launch into a sprint. A fire approaches you and you leap into the air. The flames lap at your feet as you hurl yourself ahead. Tumbling forward, you curl up and lay low as the spike ball swings overhead. You scramble back up. And another spear darts at you, but you narrowly sidestep in time. Each successful dodge fires up your soul. Your focus zeroes in, trying to figure out what's coming next, but all you know is that with each step you're closer to the other side. You're so close.
So close.
But you feel something on top of you, and all of your momentum comes to a grinding halt. A small white dog dangling from a rope sits on top of your head.
Borf, borf.
He seems quite pleased with himself, his little tag wagging. It seems he won't leave you be unless you interact with him. We can pet the dog! You reach up to pet the dog. Still balancing on your head, the dog rolls over for belly rubs, which you happily give.
Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna be like the dog rolls over and falls down into the crevice below.
Dude, it's Toby. His weight isn't much, just as much as a small dog.
How much does this dog weigh?
But it's too
much.
He weighs
a dog.
But it's too much weight for the stone you're standing on. It gives way, and you fall through. The winds wrap themselves around you as you plummet, dragging you towards the ground far below. Falling. That's right. You're falling. You wonder how far you'll fall before it all ends.
I'll fall for hours.
But then, your entire being is pulled out of your body with a firm, decisive motion.
Yoink.
The cold air of Snowdon fills your lungs as you gasp at the sensation. The winds stop. Somehow, you're floating. You feel something, someone, lifting you by your own soul.
That's gotta be a little uncomfortable.
And gravity shifts to throw you back up. The world zips past you. The wind rips across your form.
I didn't know this was Gravity Rush.
Until you crash land onto the other side of the bridge. The snow on the ground bursts from the impact, blanketing over you as it lands. You roll, wrapping yourself up in a snow blanket until you finally stop. For a moment, all you can do is lay on your side. Surprisingly, you're not dead.
Would have been a short game.
You feel the area around you. Yep, that's definitely solid ground. Your hands grasp at whatever broke your fall. You feel cold mounds of snow in front of you, along with thick cloth? Hey, you. It seems you're not the only one tucked into this snowbed. Laying beside you is that bag of bones named Sans the Skeleton.
Hi, Sans. I was just...
Why are you blushing? You can feel...
I wish I could blush, but I don't have blood vessels.
You can feel the rise and fall of his ribs, oddly enough, as he chuckles. Wait, your hands are on his rib cage? You clutch your hands to your chest, your cheeks warming up.
I apologize, Sans. I didn't mean to...
And Sans just keeps on laughing. Watch your step, kiddo. You're lucky I was around to pull you back to safety. At that statement, you place a palm to your own chest. It seems your soul has already settled back into your body.
Sans, I owe you my life. What do you want from me, my love?
Okay.
All right.
Put it back in.
So now that I owe a life debt to Sans.
Jeez. You give Sans a curious look, and you realize you're a lot closer to his face than you originally thought. But you can't bring yourself to get up or turn away. Sans doesn't seem to be moving away either. The only thing you can manage is a small thank you. Sans chuckles again, reaching out to brush some snow off your face. It's no problem. You both stay that way for what feels like the longest second. Your eyes lock with his.
His dead eyes.
And you feel your soul slowing down, then speeding up, then slowing down.
Just like that roller coaster.
As if trying to sync up with the thrumming in the air. Compliment. You feel something warm climbing its way up your nerves until it's absorbed by your chest.
I like your bones.
And you snicker. You tell Sans you love how he moves you.
Sans, I love to move it. Move it. Oh yeah, when I was showing you the videos earlier, I was looking for one with a clip that had like, it was King Julian in a wheelchair and he's like, Mort, I cannot move it anymore. But I couldn't find which video it was in.
The skeleton bursts into a fit of chuckles, his bones rattling. You made him laugh. That fact alone warms your heart with love. Something inside you wants to continue to make him laugh and smile. Something inside you wants to continue to make him happy.
The meme of where it's like, do it for him, and it's just pictures of Sans.
All at once, the warmth that was absorbed by your chest ignites into flames inside your soul. You almost forget how cold it is. Good one. His laughter dies down as his smile softens a little as he looks at you. I'm not gonna let you fall, kid. I'd be solely responsible if anything happened to you.
Watch your step now, watch your step, don't fall!
So, don't get too close to the edge, okay? You feel your stomach drop a bit, your lips thin into a tight smile. The only response you can manage is a small nod. Human Sans! You look to the side to see none other than Papyrus staring slack-jawed at the both of you. How long was he standing there? Silently judging.
I totally wasn't trying to put the moves on your brother, Sans. I was Papyrus.
When did he come back? Did he see everything?
Oh, well, I think I should leave you alone for now.
You roll around in the snow to face the flustered skeleton proper. You ask Papyrus not to leave. Sans doesn't even move an inch. He closes his eye sockets and gets comfy, sinking further into the snowy ground. Bro, it's okay, we just...
No, I'll give you both adequate space. I insist. Besides, I just remembered. I have to water the flowers in the throne room.
I have, food in the oven.
Have fun. Goodbye.
And Papyrus spins away with a frantic top that's brimming with excitement. By the way, yes, he does react if you kiss him, but I don't want to kiss Sans the skeleton in this run. Okay?
Not yet.
You can do that in your own playthrough.
That's taking it a little fast.
Yeah. You turn back to Sans, who's chuckling once again. Isn't my brother the coolest?
We're all the coolest in the snow.
Sans stands up and offers his hand to you, which you take to help yourself up. Not surprisingly, his mitten-covered hand is warm.
Ah, so he does have bony little fingers. He's got he's got fingers and toes just like everyone else. He's just wearing mittens. He's got his tarsals and metatarsals and phalanges.
Then, without a word, Sans lets go. His hand retreats into the safety of his hoodie pocket, and your hand feels emptier. But your soul still feels warm. It's a slight tickle of warmth, like a hand over your heart. But it's there. You can feel it. You decide to let it be. I bet you're tired from running around.
At the speed of sound, yes.
You hungry?
No, I ate before we recorded this.
Here, I know just the place. We're going to Chick-fil-A's.
God, no, Alex got me that before we recorded.
He begins walking ahead, and you follow suit, eventually falling into the unknown with him. Okay, you can press skip.
Okay. I mean, Sans, you could get me some, but even if I was hungry enough to eat it, I'd be stuck in the bathroom for quite a while afterwards, so...
Whatever you want.
We want some burgers and fries. We want some... Oh, man, I wish I remember what we got last time.
It doesn't matter.
I feel like we got fries last time, but...
It really doesn't matter. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Why don't you skip?
Papyrus is very great. I know you won't let me select that bottom option, and I won't do it.
Yeah, my bro's the coolest.
I mean, he has a shirt that says cool dude. I mean, if I said he was lame,
that would just be an objective lie.
Yeah, I mean, if your shirt says you're cool, like, then I guess...
objectively, you are cool. Now,
That's why I have a shirt that says cool dude. Oh, crap. Whoa, hold on.
Skip.
Oh.
Oh, press back
hold on.
then. You want some ketchup? Oh.
Do we want ketchup?
Whatever you want, man.
No, I'll let you have it, my love.
You say no thank you. Sand shrugs. The lights dim around you except for a spotlight that shines above you both. And the world fades away just a bit. None of the bar patrons seem to notice or acknowledge the change in mood. Maybe it's just your imagination. You focus hard on the skeleton sitting next to you. And he simply smiles the same smile. Do you know about resets?
I've never... I'm totally not manipulating time to try to get the outcome that I desire.
Say whatever you want.
Yes.
So you do know. Huh.
You can't lie to me.
What a thought, right? Being able to start things over if you mess something up.
Yeah.
Or just because you can.
Man, time loops are weird.
Honestly, I don't know how true it is. I have hunches, theories.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
But that's it. Nothing concrete. It's just a theory after all. A game theory!
Alex.
This is not a Matt Pat household.
I will do every Mortal Kombat fatality on you at once.
Oh, even the babality?
Yes, even the ones that are physically impossible.
I think in order to have that special power, you have to have a little something called determination. Monster souls don't have determination. I mean, we are determined, but we don't have determination coursing through our souls. Human souls, on the other hand, that human that came here before you had plenty of determination. Sometimes, I notice them exploring the underground like they've seen it all before.
All that determination is what makes the human meat taste so great.
And your soul, well, I'm sure you've got more determination than me, considering I don't have any. Wouldn't that be something, though? If you and I already knew each other from another time? Sans trails off, eyelights studying you. Somehow you feel his gaze on your soul, like hands gently turning your heart over. Whoa, buddy, I did not consent to
Are
this.
you an open heart surgeon?
Eventually the sensation fades. Well, I'm sure I don't need to freak you out with my theories.
Don't you even...
I want to know your theories, Sans. I want to know what you know about this world.
To be fair, Sans probably does have more accurate game theories than Matt Pat.
Yeah, did you know? When I was a kid, I had a baseball bat and I went with some friends and I saved the world.
When I was a kid, I used to wear this hat and, I had psychic powers and I saved the world. Yep, that's right. I was Ninten.
Okay. You're probably overwhelmed by everything else going on. Falling into the underground. Surrounded by monsters. Falling off a bridge. I don't blame you for being on edge.
Falling for you.
Don't worry, though. You're safe. After all, didn't I promise you I'd look out for you, kiddo?
I mean, I guess if I'm falling, it's not that I'm on edge.
Wait, he didn't promise us yet, though.
Oh. So, wait, if I'm always falling, that doesn't mean I'm on edge. Really, shouldn't that mean I'm off edge? I'm sorry.
What promise? Nothing gets past you, huh? I made a promise to Tori that I'd protect you. And I think I've been doing a good job so far, don't you? Sans pauses a moment, mulling over his next words before speaking again. Look, I hate making promises. Oh.
Skip.
You hop down from the bar stool and take a moment to look at him, your hands fumbling at your sides. Then, taking your chance, you wrap your arms around him. Sans bursts into laughter and you push him away with a snort. Whoopee cushion and the hoodie.
Yeah, it's so funny. He didn't knock me back. Oh my god.
That's a new gag I'm working on. Do you want to skip?
Yes.
Skip. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey! Hey!
A voice snaps at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I don't know who voiced him, but I'm just gonna go with it. A dummy shoves themselves in front of you. Cotton spills from the seams of their torso.
Aha! Finally found you, human. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, it's a fearsome ghost and a dummy. I'm doomed. That's right, you're doomed. Doomed, 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 doomed. I'm not scared of you humans.
Welcome to your doom.
Not like my cousin, also a ghost and a dummy. He's a shy sort. He wanted to catch a glimpse of the human that had fallen into the underground. He was gonna hide and watch you.
Look at me, I'm floating.
But then you never showed up.
Because we didn't go through the ruins.
Yeah.
He couldn't take that rejection. Broke his ethereal heart. The least you could have done was pass by his room in the ruins. You may have ignored him, but you ain't ignoring me.
Your breath catches in your throat as your soul leaps out.
Ha! Ha ha ha!
Boing, boing, boing.
You're trapped in this encounter now. Trapped, trapped, trapped. Dummies, attack! Oh, that's right, I fired them. They were useless.
They were real dummies.
Well, how about dummies that aren't garbage? Robot dummies, attack!
Robots always stealing people's jobs.
Oh yeah, I got rid of them too. They were even worse! Well, it just goes to show you can't count on friends. The only thing you can count on are knives!
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, I forgot to take my knife with me? You know what? Forget it! Forget it! Forget it!
Well, unless you buy crappy knives that like dull after two
Logan,
slices
friendship
'cause
is
they're-
the true power,
'cause
not
they're
knives.
made with
Friendship is the true power, not
Alright.
knives.
Friendship is more powerful than knives. At least the crappy knives you buy from the flea market that are made with
I'm
Chinesium.
gonna smack you.
It's not worth it. I'm not supposed to be fighting you anyways. Whatever.
The dummy floats away.
Okay.
But you're still in the encounter. If you're still in the encounter,
Help!
who else is here with you? You examine your surroundings. And the presence of your own soul catches you off guard. It's surreal to see your soul outside of you like this.
I should get that checked out.
You want to reach out and touch it, but you refrain.
You might get an infection.
Still, you wonder what else your soul contains. Toriel said that souls work differently in the underground. Sand said that your soul had something called determination.
99% determination.
And Flowey said you had more than just determination.
1% hot gas.
Maybe in an encounter, you'll be able to understand your soul better. You try to relax, breathing in through your nose and through your pursed lips. Soon, though, you feel the protective wall of determination fade just a little, and when it does, it reveals the core trait that embodies you the most.
My AT field is breaking down.
Let's see. Bravery, perseverance, patience, kindness, justice, integrity.
Oh, I don't have any of these.
Well, I went with kindness because
Yeah,
I
okay.
figured that was me. Is that me?
Yes. Yes.
Is it, Logan?
Yes.
Is it me?
You are very nice.
You
You are too nice.
am I?
Sometime I think you might be.
I'm
I
not-
wish I was as nice as you.
Well, that's not saying much because I'm not very nice.
Alex, you are like one of the nicest people I know.
You don't know that many people, to be honest.
That is true. That is true. A tenderness blows a gentle breeze in your chest. And granted, if I met me, I wouldn't be nice to me either.
Logan.
But is that because I'm me, or is that because
Logan,
no?
you are great. Not as great as Papyrus, but you are very great. And that breeze tickles its way up and across your cheek. It cools the fiery determination into something calmer. Outside of this encounter, you know that everyone deserves a gentle approach. Everyone deserves a chance to be understood.
That's deep.
You want to be that beacon, that lighthouse in this storm called life. This is very true. But you try to remember to be the same beacon for yourself. That I need to work on. As your soul glows, it seems to dim the rest of the encounter. It's mesmerizing. A quiet gasp joins your reverie. Oh.
Oh, God, I've never seen Sans, not smiling. It's weird.
Yeah. And Sans the skeleton becomes visible, lit by the gentle glow of your soul.
It's like seeing artwork of, Shinji Ikari smiling. I'm like, what is that? That's unnatural. What is this skeleton doing?
Looks like he's wide awake now. No wonder the encounter didn't end. Sans was pulled in too. He can't bring himself to say anything.
So we're just stuck here for the rest of time?
That was his plan. And neither can you. You're both too entranced by the very culmination of your being. As it suspends itself in the air, pulsing strong with kindness.
Well, I could not think of a better skeleton to be trapped with for all eternity.
Well, Papyrus. You can feel each pulse as it sinks with each breath you take.
Yeah, but Sans and I would just get in a bad pun competition.
Stop it. Stop it, Logan. Stop it with your psychic powers. His eyes just widened. Sans brings his hand to his chest. The next thing you know, your soul retreats, colliding into you.
Oof.
And the encounter ends.
Oh, thank God.
Sans ran away. The cool, damp air of the caverns cues you into the change in surroundings. Sans stands in front of you.
Sans stands.
But he can't even look at you.
Hey, what do you call it when Sans is using his hands to hold himself up off the ground?
What's that?
A sand stand.
Oh my God.
That wasn't even. That was barely even a.
You call his name.
Sans.
Kiddo? And he finally snaps out.
Now you're the one snooze cruising.
Hey, why don't you explore Waterfall for a bit? I'll catch up with you. Before you can say anything to him, he's gone.
Sans. Sans.
Your soul feels something missing, but right now there's nothing you can do. You decide to keep moving. You continue on through Waterfall Caverns.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yep. Skip! Whatever you want. Skip! Whatever you want. You ask Alphys about ramen. Her eyes twinkle with a tad beneath her look.
Ramen is so good. Oh, wait, no. Ramen is so good! do, 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 do. Do, do, do. And it's so versatile. I've found some human recipes that say you can add boiled eggs and green onions, and you can eat it plain if you're really in a hurry. Normally, that's the way I do it. Being the royal scientist doesn't leave much for time. Maybe one of these days I'll try the fancy version.
But the flavor packets.
Yeah. That sounds really good. Just hearing about it is making my mouth water.
Not really, I hate it.
Hey, maybe I can invite you over to Papyrus's house for a cooking lesson. The three of us could probably eat an entire feast or something! Maybe, yeah, that would be fun! Alphys puts... Oh, wait.
Okay, screw yourself? You lean into Alphys and whisper. You tell her that she is wonderful the way she is and that all her friends care about her. She nods and takes a deep breath.
You're right.
She locks eyes towards the faded rocks above, her fists tighten.
I don't know why that looks so derpy to me, how she's just, looking up towards,
The flowers /Undyne.
Yeah, or I guess, I mean, if you follow the eyes all the way up, it could just be, like, nothing. Alright, I'm not a screw-up. That's right!
That's right, Logan.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Is that what I call it?
I'm not letting everyone down. You sure as heck aren't! My friends like me. Right?
Yes.
Alex, I think you're trying to tell me something here that I don't entirely believe.
We love you, okay?
And next time on Console Warriors, Logan's extended therapy session. Next time on Console Warriors...
that's for the 1,000
Yeah.
subscriber milestone.
I worked through all my problems. Next time on Console Warriors, the last 2 episodes of Evangelion, but I'm Shinji. My friends like me!
The echo flowers shout the words back in affirmation, petals shaking, before fading back into static. Undyne comes over to Alphys's side and ruffles the top of her head.
With her boobs, apparently. Given that her arms are just off to her side. Yeah, that's right! I'll be honest, I still don't know about all this. Hey, that's okay. This isn't something that'll be different overnight. You've got friends like the human here to cheer you on, and I'll be right here to encourage you every step of the way. I'm glad.
Undyne, Alphys!
Papyrus comes, rushing in. Only to pass everyone completely and crash into some tall grass. Oh no, Papyrus, that's where the Pokemon live!
Rolling around at the speed of sound!
Yeah.
He gets back up and joins the group. Forgive me for interrupting, but...
I just caught a Cubone!
Oh my... Dang it, Logan! I have some very pressing and important news!
What's up, Papyrus? We already know there's a human in the underground. You're kinda late on that.
No, it doesn't concern the arrival of the human.
I don't care about him.
But it does concern the human. Be prepared, for this piece of news will be hard to believe.
Learning from each other.
The human likes sands.
The human likes sands.
What? Really? What do you mean the human likes sands? Do you mean like a friend or more than a friend? Why sands? He's lazy as hell!
I mean exactly what I mean. It was quite the reveal. The human fell off the bridge and snowed in. However, instead of falling and splattering on the ground, the human zipped through the air and crashed into sands. They seemed to be laying next to each other for a while.
And then I crashed into you.
I ran up to the two of them to make sure no one was injured. But then I saw quite the scene once I reached them. Those two were having such a moment. Sure, they were just laughing with each other, but there was something more in the air. Truly, the human has some feelings for sands.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
As friends? As more? Who knows? But it was certainly soulmate material. Girlfriend.
Aw, that's so sweet. I better start writing fanfiction. I hope he turns out to be your soulmate. The human loves sands! Ooh!
The memory of Sans' laugh warms your heart and your cheeks with love and embarrassment. Right now, mostly embarrassment.
Do not be shy, human. I approve of you as a soulmate for my lazy brother.
Well, trust me, I'm not gonna make him any less lazy.
You solved all of my puzzles. And you're my friend. You must certainly meet all my standards for him.
Very low standards.
But I think you might need to practice your approach to him. Fear not, for I am an expert in soulmates. I snagged the soulmate guide from the library.
May I see it?
Papyrus hands the book over to Alphys.
Sure, I can't read!
He can read.
She briefly flips through the pages.
page.
Oh, this might be useful in combinations with other, practicing methods. Practice mode. What do you think?
We should roleplay. Obviously, we should roleplay.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I think it's best if you play as yourself, of course. But then, who should be Sans?
Well, Sans is my brother, and although him and I are nothing alike, I think I know him well enough to do a good impression.
Oh god, now you're gonna have to do the voice of Papyrus doing a Sans impression.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I want to pretend to be Sans. How hard can it be to sleep everywhere? Either of you can be Sans. I don't think I'd be the best choice. Hey, punk! Who do you think should be Sans?
Save the game. Well,
Me, right?
Save the game. Why pick one when we can do all of them? Who do you want to do first?
Ooh, man. You want to just tackle them in order?
Whatever you feel like.
Alright, let's go left to right, I guess.
You say that you want Papyrus to roleplay as Sans.
Or I guess we could do, like Undyne, Papyrus, Alphys, so then it'll be me, and then you get to do it, and then after that break, I can go back.
Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah. That sounds like it'd be better, so I'm not doing two of these back to back.
You say that you want Undyne to roleplay as Sans.
Heck yeah! I'm Sans! I'm Dirty Sans!
I respect your decision, human. I'm sure Undyne will do a great job. Just not as great as job as me, but still very good.
Of course I'm gonna do a great job. It can't be that hard to act like Sans. Now, how does he normally talk? Oh yeah! Hey, kid, wanna go to Grillby's? I hear their cheese fries are amazingly bad for you.
It almost sounds like you're getting ready to do a Senor Card Gauge impression.
I'm Brenda. I'll give you $5.
No, go back.
Oh yes, please take me!
Oh, yes, please take me! You swoon in your proclamation, placing a hand dramatically on your forehead.
Wait, time out! You gotta play it cool. You discovered he's your potential soulmate, so now he's gonna find out if you're his.
Sans taking the initiative? I'm not sure what would convince him to do so.
And, what if he falls asleep during the outing?
Things won't progress if you're talking to a sleeping log.
Darn it, that's true. You'd have to make the first move to wake him up then. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'll pretend to be sleeping and you try to wake me up.
Undyne doesn't waste any time as she flops to the ground.
Hop on the deck and flop like a fish! Yeah, so I'm gonna sleep now, kid. See you when I wake up. Admit it! This is a 10 out of 10 Sans impersonation!
Undyne emits a slew of pretend snores.
We snore.
Some of them are decorated with snorts and snickers. Looks like you gotta wake her up.
I'm sleeping.
Pet whisper. You gently pet Undyne on the head.
Ooh, scaly.
She just keeps fake snoring away.
I'm snoring, I'm asleep.
You can do it, human. Maybe you have to prod a little more.
Shoo. Oh my god, she's so cute when she sleeps. Really?
Oh!
I mean...
And she lies back down. You whisper Undyne's name. She stirs a bit.
Undyne, that's not my name, kid. I am Sans.
And she promptly falls back to fake sleep. You shout Sans at Undyne. She snickers and rolls over onto her other side, turning away from you.
Well, Undyne, I hope you're proud. You managed to mimic the exact infuriating nature of my brother. I hope you're thoroughly enjoying japing us.
You tap Undyne on the head in a rat-a-tat-tat rhythm. She fidgets but manages to keep up sleeping.
Maybe try a little harder?
You give her a few more taps, applying a bit
Wait.
more pressure.
Hold on. Did I misread that? I swear she said, oh. Maybe try little harder?
Oh.
Yes, I did catch that.
Undyne yawns.
Gotta do better than that, punk.
You feel like you've exhausted all your other options. With a hearty laugh, Undyne stands up
Ha!
and playfully slaps your back.
Ha! Nice try, punk! But none of that would have worked. I remember the one time I yelled at him when he was sleeping at his station. Slept right through it. The only way you're gonna wake him up is with something he can't ignore. Something he'll have to pay attention to. Something like a good smooching! Awakened with true love's kiss? Exactly!
You don't have to smooch him if you don't want to, human.
Oh, but what if I do?
There are other ways of showing affection, too.
Okay, now, go back, load the game. Because it all circles back to that moment.
Alright, now we'll do you.
You say that you want Papyrus to roleplay as Sans.
Of course, I, the great Papyrus, brother of Sans the Lazy Bones,
Is that his official title?
would be the perfect choice.
Aw, lame. I could've totally done it.
Worry not, Undyne. You and Alphys can still help. After all, what is a play without all of its players?
Whoa.
Now, human, I must warn you, you may not recognize me as I am doing my Sans impression. I can be quite convincing. However, I assure you that it is me. Are you ready? Ahem.
Hey.
Damn. Oh my god.
Human, this is the part where you greet me.
Hello, Sans. This is nice to see you. You yell at the top of your lungs. Your voice cracks in the process. Papyrus beams, his posture matching your vibrato.
Yes, that is exactly how you must greet him. There is no way he'd be able to ignore you.
No one can stay sleeping if you yell at them.
Although you did falter at the end. Maybe you're too excited. After crashing into my brother? But maybe that excitement is starting to translate into nerves. Don't worry, this can be easily fixed with practice. Therefore, I offer myself as a practice dummy for your affections.
I see what you're trying to do here. Well, I guess that works. Papyrus is a skeleton too. You're just gonna be everyone's soulmate, aren't you, punk?
No, not in this game.
Now, the human is practicing for Sans.
What do you think this is? Underpop?
Logan, get out. Press the button.
Go on, human. Don't be shy. Pretend I'm a taller, non-hoodie wearing version of Sans.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Which one should I say?
Go ahead.
I'll do legs.
Legs are good for sitting and for running into each other's arms.
Just don't finish.
I see you focusing on my teeth. Are you wondering how you're going to kiss Sans, or are you just thinking about his smile?
That's where it all started. That damn smile.
Forehead.
Sadly, he does not have hair you can run your fingers through, but that's okay. You can also touch foreheads together.
Bonk.
I read that it's another way of showing affection.
For cats.
Yes, holding hands is a perfect display of affection, so long as you can coax his hands out of his pockets.
I could just put my hands in his pockets.
He nods, giving you an encouraging pat on the back.
I think you will be just fine, human. Just show him how much you feel. Whether romantic or platonic, be honest with your emotions. I think that alone will give him the signal to take the initiative. Also, if you don't want to kiss him, you don't have to. Just remember there are many ways to show you care. However, if you truly want to kiss him, don't let his lack of lips discourage you.
Okay. Let's do the time warp, yeah.
I mean, physically, she's the most like Sans. She's got a very
Press the button.
dumpy, you say that you want Alphys to roleplay as Sans. Me? Okay, if that's what you want.
Baka.
But I'm not sure I can do a good Sans impression. You could just sleep on the ground and snore while the human talks to you. Well, actually, I was thinking we could practice boosting affection stats.
This is you. This is just you.
Oh, God. After all, the better your stats, the better you know him. I know romance very well. I played Persona.
No, you didn't. I did.
No, I know. I'm saying Alphys.
I know. Shut up. Press the button.
That is how this works, right?
Alphys pulls a few items out of her own inventory.
I've been working on an affection inventory. It's just a prototype, so there's not much in it, but you can use what I have for this roleplay. So pretend I'm Sans and try giving me some items. I threw in a ketchup bottle, so we should be good to start.
Do everything but the ketchup bottle. You hand Alphys the scale polish. Her voice shakes more than it normally does.
Oh, how did that get in there? That's for someone else. Ooh, that's some nice scale polish. I could use something like that. Hey, who's that for anyway?
And why is it in an affection inventory that you made?
I was about to drink from Alex's cup. Just ignore that, nothing to see here.
Lip balm. You hand Alphys the lip balm.
That's not to give away. That's for you to put on later in case you want to,
You don't have to kiss him if you don't want to, human. There are many
Nope. Sans can't use lip balm anyway because he doesn't have lips.
I dab bone cologne behind my non-existent ears.
Bone cologne?
Yeah, remember?
Oh.
He can dab lip balm on his non-existent lips.
Dab.
Phone charm. You hand Alphys the phone charm. Alphys freaks out.
That's my Mew Mew Kissy Beauty phone charm. I forgot to put it in my affection inventory. It's silly, but I use this as a good luck charm.
A good luck charm in an affection inventory.
You seem very prepared for this kind of scenario.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? Gotta be prepared. Who are you preparing for?
Oh, God.
That's not important. Wait, so should I be carrying around random objects with me at all times just in case I need to give them to someone who...
I mean, I carry around duct tape in my backpack
Yeah.
and a headlamp.
Well, that's actually useful.
Well, I mean, why not carry around breath freshener?
Breath freshalizer. That's what it's called.
You hand Alphys the ketchup bottle. She attempts her best Sans impression.
Thanks, human. I love ketchup. I'm not drinking it straight from the bottle like Sans does.
I still have no idea why he does that.
He's an addict. Either way, I'm sure a gift like that would raise your affection stats with him.
Oh, absolutely. He loves the stuff. And he leaves his ketchup bottles everywhere.
Alphys puts the items back into her inventory.
Well, I guess most of these items aren't really enough to raise Sans' affection stats. Maybe affection stats aren't a thing in the first place. But hopefully while you get to know each other, your souls will connect deeper. I can imagine it now. He'll be caught off guard with your soul, and the world will fall away until it's only you two. And you'll melt because of how cool and strong and pretty, and I love her, and I just want her to hold me, smooch me forever!
Are we even talking about smooching Sans anymore?
Who's kissing who now?
Who's kissing who now? Sans just stands there with his usual permagrin. The mental record scratch is almost audible.
Oh, hello!
Today's sponsor, Audible.com. Use
Shut
our
up!
code
We don't get. We're not getting money.
Oh, hello, Sans. What coincidental but poor timing.
No one is kissing anyone.
Unless you want to.
We were just looking at the echo flowers. Oh, wait. Oops.
Oh, no, do not load.
We just wanted to show the human what they look like and what they do. We were yelling at them so they can yell back at us.
And I was here for no reason in particular. Just strolling on by.
Anyway, we actually have to go now. I have some experiments in the lab that I need to tend to. Yeah, and I gotta help Alphys with her nerd crap.
And I'll go wherever they're going.
Come on, Undyne, let's go make that meth.
Stop that. Papyrus, Alphys, and Undyne hightail it out of there, leaving you alone with Sans. Did I rattle their bones or something? Because they looked like fish out of water. You might say I have this sneaking up thing down to a science. Oh my god, Sans! Guess you didn't find my telescope, kiddo. Well, don't worry. Where I'm taking you, we don't really need it. We're gonna need a shortcut to get there, though. Just follow me. Set me free. You glance up at the rocks on the ceiling above.
Okay.
Then the ceiling's glow snaps into nothing. When you blink again, you swear you're seeing stars. Little pinpricks of light dance around you, brushing against your arms, your cheeks, your nose. The rocks above paint the ceiling in a million points of light. It's as if the night sky of the surface was lowered to the underground. Far off in the distance are the stone buildings of New Home. You exhale as you take everything in.
Exhale, yes.
Speechless? Yeah, I know. It rocks. Your head snaps in his direction and he chuckles. What, you got a better one? Your pun was... Yep, better and bolder than yours. You stick out your tongue at him. Sans shakes his skull. You're gonna have to disagree with you, kid. I think it was a gem of a pun. The two of you harmonize in a raucous melody of laughter. It builds and swells until you're lost in its symphony. Vibrations tickle your soul, growing more tremulous with every laugh. His laughter and yours warm your heart with love. Eventually, the static chases after until it's the only thing that remains. Jeez, kid. Ask me before you tickle my funny bone like that. Sans wipes a non-existent tear from his socket, a warm smile on his face. Hope you're feeling a little more relaxed now. Sorry I ended up fleeing from you earlier. Your soul was pretty tense when I saw it. So much so, I felt your tension in my bones too. Anyway, I figured you could use somewhere peaceful to calm your nerves. This place is perfect for that.
I mean, I don't need to do that. I don't have nerves, but...
It's also perfect for taking naps. Really, I should try sometime. Hey now, don't steal my spot, kiddo.
Oh, okay.
I'm more than happy to share, though. Oh my gosh.
He's so dreamy.
That's the thumbnail.
Or, I'm sorry, he's so, I guess this is Undertale. He's so dreamer.
He looks up and the tilt of his skull gestures to the shimmering stones that blanket the cavern ceiling. For a moment, you can see the stars reflected in the darkness of his eye sockets. And then your gaze meets his eye lights in passing. You avert your gaze, opting to lose yourself in the sparkling above instead.
Lose yourself to the music. Okay.
A chuckle escapes him. Enjoying the view?
Unlike Papyrus, I don't chuckle.
These gemstones are the closest thing we have to the stars.
I'd rather flex my funny bone.
Shut up. But it gets repetitive after a while. Above ground, the stars are constantly in motion. They're always appearing in different places in the sky. But here, they're always in the same positions, never changing. And when you make wishes down here, they don't travel up to the sky. They echo over and over again until they're lost in the static. But that doesn't stop Monsterkind from wishing. Everyone in the underground has made at least one wish in Waterfall. Tori, Papyrus, Undyne, Alphys, even me.
It's true. Once upon a time, I made a wish. I wished for my brother and I to live a happy life on the surface. Yeah, I know, if I reveal my wish it won't come true, right? But if it never actually comes true, then does it really matter if I tell someone? And what if it's already come true but was taken away? What could have happened if I'd be none the wiser? And I'd be none the wiser. Doesn't matter though, I gave up wishing. He pauses a moment to give a longing look beyond the ceiling. So many monsters wish to leave the underground. They wish for the barrier to break. But even if we make it to the surface, even if we find happiness, what if someone resets?
Sweats nervously.
I'll find my way back to you. Sans smiles, falters. You swear you can see his soul just a little. Is that a promise, kiddo? Yes, I promise you. Your words are carried by your exhale and up towards the pseudo sky. The shimmering stones are your witness. Kiddo, Sans's words trail off. He looks to the ground for a moment before looking back at you. You feel like he's staring into your soul. You wonder if he believed you. Well, forget it. If you're wishing for something, you might as well go for it, right? He's still mesmerized by the twinkling lights, but his eye lights aren't looking towards the ceiling anymore. Instead, he's searching for the twinkling in your eyes, in your soul. You can't help but do the same. If there's one wish your heart and soul are set on chasing, hope. Something in his words rings deep inside you. You look up in the glimmering filled with the wishes of the monsters from the underground. Somewhere, Sans's wish is among those rocks. You tell Sans you hope his wish will be granted. Oh my god. And he laughs. It's a laugh that rumbles low like thunder on a quiet Saturday morning. It warms your heart with love. Didn't know you were so sentimental, kid. You're good company. You giggle at the pun, but it quickly fades.
Well, I Stalag might have some more puns for you, Sans.
Oh my gosh, Logan!
You want to say so much more. Your next words tumble inside your stomach, struggling to make their way out of you.
Sorry, I mean, you might not think it makes a lot of sense, but I thought that pun was very geological.
Just press the darn button. And though your words are chained to your soul, you manage to let one thing slip past your barrier. You tell Sans you wish that one day, you and him can share in each other's happiness. Didn't I just say that if you reveal your wish, it won't come true? And the rest of the world comes crashing back. Jeez, I'm late to my next gig. I can't believe I let you distract me like that. Luckily for us, it shouldn't take too long to get there. Would you be surprised if I told you I had a shortcut?
No.
I'll get us there in no time.
Do you have any long cuts, Sans?
Oh, just wait until tonight, buddy. With a lazy swing in his step, Sans shuffles away. You stay behind, trying to grasp the fleeting moment, looking at the gems one more time. You wonder if your wish joined the rest of the wishes lost in the static. You coming, kiddo? You turn to follow after him, and the world slips out from under you as you plummet back into the unknown. Into the unknown!
Alright, finally we can
Okay,
skip
skip.
again.
Hey, you're spacing out. Don't be nervous. I got a surprise for you.
Hello, human. Over here.
The voice of the great Papyrus is...
Unmistakable.
He waves you over to his table, hand raised high, but you quickly realize he's not alone. When you get there, a very familiar group of monsters is waiting for you. Undyne greets you with a headlock and noogie combo. Wombo combo?
Ultra combo! Ha! We're totally crashing your table, punk! No way we're gonna miss your reaction.
Alpha struggles to stay sitting. It seems she's sharing half a seat with Undyne.
We're not blocking your view, right? Just let us know if we are.
Papyrus grabs both your hands.
It's nice to see you watching my brother's performance. If his lazy puns are something you enjoy, then you're even more perfect for him.
Both Papyrus and Undyne finally let go of you as one more monster joins the table.
My child.
You feel a pair of soft, fuzzy arms embrace you. With the,
You're blocking my view.
with the warmest of smiles, Toriel sits at the table joining your group.
I'm so glad to see you've made friends so quickly, and I heard you're getting better acquainted with your potential soulmate, too.
I promise I didn't tell the queen.
That was me.
I helped!
The table hushes immediately when a spotlight hits the stage at the front of the restaurant.
Oh, yeah, we can.
As he goes through his routine, you pick apart all the little things about him. His timing, his laid-back attitude, how he commands the audience with a mere shrug of his shoulders and a smirk. You're lost in the laughter, lost in his puns, lost in the magic, lost in his magic.
Oh, Sans. That look you're giving me.
Believe it or not, sleeping isn't the reason I'm late. You can feel his eye lights on you.
Nani?
Did you know we have a human here tonight? All the focus zeroes in on you. It feels like every monster in the room is gawking. Can't escape. Hey, kiddo, mind coming up here for a moment? But Sans' voice cuts through any nerves. Your current company, along with the rest of the audience, claps and clamors, egging you on. Undyne almost shoves you out from your seat.
Go get him, punk!
Correction, she shoves you out of your seat. You look up at the skeleton on stage as he raises a hand in your direction. Your soul thumps even more, ricocheting against your ribcage.
Ow.
It's almost like it wants to run to him. Sand flings his arm up and you're gently lifted into the air by your own soul. With a flicker, gravity shifts to launch you up. With your feet, you touch the ground again. You find yourself on stage with Sans. Thanks for coming up here. Give him a hand, everyone. You can feel the thunderous applause from the audience. Your friends in the front cheer the loudest, thrilled to see you up here. You freeze, but Sans grabs your hand and gives it a little reassuring squeeze. Don't worry, you'll be just fine.
Or should I say, just spine?
He speaks a little louder, including the room back in his conversation. You know, they say you have to have a thick skin in comedy. Guess the human's already doing better than me, huh? You feel the rumble of the audience's laughter. The stomping on the ground ignites the room.
Oh, it fills you with determination.
Bone pun, skin pun. You tell oh wait. Yes.
You tell Sans he doesn't need skin, because he's already a bona fide comedian.
The audience bursts into laughter.
And you almost miss Sans stifling a chuckle. Almost.
Oh, be careful with what you're about to start, kid. If you make one more pun, well, then you're really not gonna like what happens next.
You smirk at Sans and let a single word roll off your tongue. Punderstood. Yeah! Dun 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 dun!
And the crowd loses it.
I can't believe it.
Oh, this is wonderful!
Soulmate material.
Get him, human!
Despite all that, Sans doesn't even flinch. Okay.
The Skelecomic cracks his joints, rattling his bones afterwards to loosen himself up. A low chuckle rumbles up his sternum.
Prepare to be punished, kid.
He turns back to the audience.
Have you guys ever been to Snowden? It's a real chill place, right? Unless you fall over the bridge like the human did. I saw it happen and I lost my cool there for a moment. How about you, kiddo?
Now what I meant to say... Sorry.
Whatever you want.
It's fine. You tell Sans falling off the bridge was scary, but you'll build another one and get over it.
I'm just glad it didn't snowball into something worse.
Time blurs as the banter continues. Neither one of you surrender, taking the crowd down with you. Your words mingle with his, your jokes dancing a melodic tango, and the audience is nothing more than your accompaniment. Then, with one final quip from Sans, the crowd explodes into hysterical laughter. A lazy grin on his face, Sans watches the crowd fall apart at the mercy of the puns. Then he finally decides to spare them.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a sensational night.
The floodgates are non-existent as the laughter drowns the entire room. You swear you can hear Undyne banging on the table. Oh, not in a public place. Sans pulls you towards the backstage, and the world is pulled out from under you. When your surroundings snap back, you find yourself in front of your table. Smiles radiate from each of your friends' faces, regarding you and Sans with excitement.
That was a great performance!
You really did it to him!
Consistent as always.
Ah, nothing but humorous.
Thanks, everyone. I'd say we really tickled their funny bones.
You've already used that one. Come on, Sans. Do I really have to shoulder the burden of original jokes here?
You shoot Sans a look, which he reciprocates with a smirk. Papyrus clears his throat rather forcefully.
Well, dear brother, we should all be going. And by me, I mean everyone except you and the human.
Yeah, we're all going to do something. Somewhere. That's not here. You guys stay and chat.
Have fun, you two.
I'll leave the light on for you at the house, my child. And Sans, thank you for looking after the human.
The four of them scamper off, suppressing giggles, guffaws, and yehehes. Soon enough, their laughter fades, leaving the ambiance of idle chatter and the clink of silverware. Sans pulls out a chair for you and ushers you to take a seat. Then he makes his way over to the other side, sitting across from you. You stare at the tablecloth and the candle that adorns it. Oh. Come here often? What's that face for? It was rhetorical.
A rhetorical question. Don't answer that.
I mean, we both know the answer to that, don't we? I think you've already heard everything I just said, and everything I was about to say, right? So let's just get to the point. You really care about everyone, and they all care about you. I think that's sweet. But it seems you're pretty fond of one monster in particular, aren't you? The words you said in Snowden, it got me thinking. Now, I'm pretty observant, but I decided to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I was reading too much into it. But then you said what you said in Waterfall. That pretty much confirmed what I sensed the first time.
What I sensed the first time.
And and of course, you know, if you smooched him, he'd be like, yeah, the second smooch, yeah, I kind of got the picture.
You can't even look him in the eye. Of course he'd pick that up. Your fingers tingle and your knee bounces up and down without your command. There's a lump in your throat that you can't keep down. You wonder if it's your soul trying to flee. Sans leans back, his eyelights never leaving you. But whether those eyelights are regarding you with curiosity or pity or disdain, you don't know. You don't want to know.
I hope you're not just playing with me, kiddo. Just to reset it afterwards and act like nothing happened.
Your breathing grows shallow as he lets out a breathy chuckle.
Our time together, it was nice and all. But if all of this can be erased and forgotten, then there's no point, is there?
Ooh, existential.
The saddest smile lingers on his face as he watches you for a moment. You can feel him searching your soul again. What he's searching for, you have no idea. Whatever it is, it seems he didn't find it. Sans finally looks away from you. Sorry, kiddo. The ticking of time slows down into an hour-long second. Sans stands up. He doesn't move away, doesn't speak. You wonder what he's thinking about, but you can't get his eyes to meet your gaze. He slips his hands into his pockets and gives you one last smile. The same smile he wore when he first met you. The same smile he wore when he last left you. Take care of yourself, kid, because someone really cares about you.
No.
And he walks away from you. Again. The world seems to start back up, but you remain stuck in place. It's like reliving a bad memory. Everything is hazy. For a moment, you feel a presence looking back at you, lingering. But that, too, quickly fades. And it's just you. Still just you. You wish Flowey would come to mock you already so this could be over. You wish your friends would return to cheer you up. You wish Sans would come back.
Come back, Sans.
But nobody came. You decide it's time to go back to New Home and call it a night. The towers and buildings of New Home stand tall above you, keeping you company during your walk. And yet, it still feels so lonely. It's supposedly night, but nothing above you signifies that it is. No sky, no moon, no stars. You stop walking to stare out into the horizon, but the direction of where Waterfall would be. Funny how you're standing on the other side of where you and Sans were looking before. But only one of you is here. The starry rocks of Waterfall, once so bright, are non-existent here in New Home. How many wishes were made on those rocks? What hopes and dreams do they hold? You wonder what happened to your wish. It feels so out of reach now. Trying to shake it off, you turn away from the view to continue to Toriel's house. From there, you can rest and decide what you want to do.
There you are.
But you don't get more than 2 steps. A familiar flower sprouts from the ground in front of you.
Howdy. Did you miss me, Logan? Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I was just waiting to take advantage of this opportunity.
A mass of thick thorn-covered vines emerges from the ground. A sickening crack reverberates through the air, and the vines reveal their tangled prisoner. Eye sockets pitch black, slumped over, is none other than Sans the Skeleton.
I never thought I'd get past Smiley Trashbag's defenses. He's caused me my fair share of resets. But golly, this was easier than I thought. Especially after what you did to him. Just so you know, this is all your fault.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Aw, don't look so surprised. Did you know it was actually you that lowered his defenses? Just by your affection and your love and how vulnerable you made your soul to him. He may not have shown you his soul to you, but seeing you wear your soul on your sleeve dropped his defenses to 0. That became a small window of opportunity for me. And well, you see where we are now.
Flowey swings his vines around you, dangling Sans in front of you. You don't even sense the faintest signs of struggling. I mean, whatever you want to say, man.
What do you want, Flowey?
Are you admitting defeat? After you've gotten this far? Or is your soul aching that much for him that you'll do anything? Well, lucky for you, I'm a nice enough best friend. I'll make you a deal. I'll let you have your happily ever after. You just have to let me finish what I started at the very beginning. I just want the satisfaction of killing you once. Give me that, and you'll get to come back and be with your precious Sans forever. How about it?
We'll both be skeletons.
There's no way you can accept a deal like that. You push your determination a little further and your voice rings free past your initial shock.
Yes, cry, shout to him, but he's too weak now. You jump...
Oh. You jump on top of the vine, climbing with all your might.
Hey, get off!
He shakes you, but you grab on tight, not caring if his thorns are pricking you.
Get off of my vines!
You call out Sans' name again, and then you feel it. Movement. Kiddo? It's not much, but that flicker is enough to ignite a blaze in your soul. Once again, you call out Santa's name. He feebly struggles against the vines. Hey, guess this guy isn't gonna leave us alone anytime soon.
Grr, you woke him up! How? I can't believe this!
No way!
I can't believe that you think you can save him.
Next time on Console Warriors.
Okay, I didn't realize it would just like quit out like that. But yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay. Please like, comment, and subscribe.